As a parent, I started having issues with him in terms of trying to teach him new things, simple things like if I wanted him to talk or to communicate verbally, it was a bit challenging for him. He also had challenges with his attention span, which made it a bit tricky for him.
When Shawn came to me for the treatment of autism, he was a very, very hyper child with no speech. Today, after the two treatments of him with the stem cells as well as the new technology which we have got of mitochondrial function, he is completely recovered as a normal boy, and today he is going to a normal school. The protocol designed at StemRx for Shawn was so critical, precise, to the point where the pathology is there. The pathology of neuroinflammation as well as mitochondrial dysfunction are completely changed for him, and his life is changed. So Shawn should have a normal children's education and happiness of career. In fact, as a doctor, when I do these kind of recoveries for the children whose life is no hope, it makes a big hope for me in the life. So it's a big change for his career, for his life. Not only for his life, parents put tears in the eyes for his recovery. The happiness expected to come in the form of tears.
Beginning, when I was told he is autistic, the biggest challenge I had, it was more of not knowing what to do with him and just being clueless, because I had tried all the strategies I had done for my other kids and nothing was working. So our life it turned upside down. There's a group that I joined, and this group is for parents with kids who have disabilities. So Andeline posted, it was like information about StemRx hospital and the services that they provide.
Shawn has come in month of December 22. When he has come in, he was actually a very hyper child, where he never used to sit at one place. Then he was like flapping his hands, looking at the corner of the eyes, and jumping all the time. So typical features of all autism kids used to have it. Then we started with the first dose at the month of December, and after which we have achieved that he has started focusing mainly. His intellectual was completely zero, so we started with the understanding was he was at least able to sit at one place for the longer time. So for her mother and for parents basically, so it was a very great achievement where they can put him at least in the schooling so that he can sit at one place. Otherwise before that this was very difficult for them. So initial assessment, like when we took in, he was completely understanding wise, basically cognition was completely zero. He was not focused at all, never used to sit at one place. Then he has that features of flapping of hands, jumping all over around, and never used to understand any commands. He was like completely mum child, no speech, not even babbling and vocalizing was there, and that was the main complaint. And basically if you go through his history, he was a twins, where the another brother of his was completely normal. On the other hand, this boy was not that focused, and he was diagnosed as autism basically. So we have started certain brain stimulations for him. We have started some magnetic stimulations, direct stimulations. We have also started micro currents for him. Then this was the sandwich protocol made by Dr. Mahajan with stem cells, and then we have started with edge beauty also for him. So overall, all sandwich protocol helps him a lot. Whatever parents needed for his child, so for the development, so as the child grows up, parents want him to understand basic command according to his age, would like to attend the school according to his age. So that milestone he started achieving basically. He has started going to school, he started mingling up with his brother, he started socializing, he started playing, he started understanding the rules of the games basically, whatever the 3 years, 4 years old child play. Otherwise before that he used to be isolated. He never used to get involved in certain activities. And then he started basic things which we need to learn during that period of age, like outdoor games like swimming and all, cycling. He started copying the things very easily and understanding the things around him, basically the ambience around him, what is happening around. He started connecting and reconnecting with the environment which we had seen it. Normally in autism, they don't follow a pattern. They just go for one pattern only. The changes, they don't accept it. So in his case, he started accepting the changes where he started coloring in different strokes, I would say. Not in horizontal or vertical strokes, but as the diagram is demanding, that way he started coloring and maintaining things like not going out of the border. So small things which we have noticed, not going out of the border, following the ABCD pattern, following the numbers pattern, after one what comes, after A what comes. So these all things he started achieving gradually, which was difficult for him at the time when he has come in. Suppose if the child comes in and we have to decide according to the evaluation how we have to give in. So whatever therapies we are giving, stimulations we are giving like magnetic, direct stimulations, microcurrents. So according to their progress, we decide the frequency, how it is to be going on. If it's required, we can increase the frequency, and if the child is becoming too hyper with it or overstimulations comes in, so we analyze it through their symptoms, and hence we reduce the frequency also. So it depends on the progress of the child.
Advice is take everything a day at a time. There is no miracle out there that will happen. You have to follow through, listen to the doctor's advice, be patient enough to come for reviews, be patient enough to be honest, and not to expect the unexpectable. We have to work with what is real.
Sharon spoke to me about Shawn's developmental delay, and she wanted to do the best for her child. And I think she did by bringing him to India. And yes, and today we have seen all the changes, and it was really a story of, I will say, hope to all other parents that just give your best to your child.
Yeah, that's correct.
So, I learned from StemRx that you don't look at one thing to say, okay, I'm going for treatment because of speech. You have to look at the whole picture. But the whole hospital, the staff, you were very open and had empathy, and you managed to give me all the information, how I can assist him. Then when I started to see the changes, I started, to get the confidence, because I think that's one of the first things that a parent loses. Okay, before starting the whole process, he used to cry a lot. So go for shopping, you'll be crying, throwing tantrums, and because he was small, it would seem like it's just a small child looking for attention. And then if we try to go for like an outing at a restaurant, sitting in the restaurant was a problem. So he didn't like places with crowded people, new places, it was difficult. And also the potty training, he wasn't potty trained. He can sit in the class, and the amount of attention and assistance he used to get from his teacher, it has changed because he's now becoming more independent. So she was saying to me with Shawn, if I give him a work to say do coloring, now on his own he can do the coloring and finish his work. And the funny thing, last week she was saying to me, Shawn is the most attentive boy in the class. So yes. So after the treatment, he continued back into preschool. So then the preschool teacher started also saying he can now follow most of the instructions, and he can actually play with other kids as compared to before.
But I just want to add something, Dr. Masira, that I've learned from Shawn's mum, and which was a light bulb moment for me, was that us as parents are so focused on speech and are so focused on on basically that our child must talk, and we forget about
Yeah.
all the other
Yeah.
milestones that Shawn has
Yes.
gained. And then also that Sharon has given time to her son. There's a video that she sent me where they've given time for him to learn to dress.
Very much impressed when I got into India. I was really happy and hopeful. The atmosphere here is very positive. The staff, they are very welcoming and understanding. It's not what I had expected, given he had a lot of frustrations, but regardless of all those challenges he had, the staff were very open to help him.
Well, if you see Shawn's progress now, that everybody says, that Shawn is not autistic, and the long road to Shawn has come over the past year or so. People said it's unbelievable. They don't believe that Shawn was ever autistic.